let it occur, whatever occurs. Thank you. Feel like I was touched by an angel. Once again, a whole nother angle. I got a lot of holes in my ankle. I got a lot of love and a whole lot of ignorance, and that's a good thing if you want to relate. I'm just trying 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 to relate.
Boy, we've just gotten started here, and already these guys have been handed a... Yeah, not too much analysis needed here. This is quite a get at this stage of the draft.
I am the killer in the grasses. I am the kid in the corner with the glasses. I am the specter, you should respect them.
Oh, and that's a key upgrade right there, and a big upgrade over what they had.
Ain't no stress affecting my...
Yeah, I think they got the best player there, and they got a guy that fills a big need, so that's an excellent choice.
I'm trying to relate. I'm trying to relate. I'm trying to relate.
So, with a handful of starters already nailed down, you have to ask yourself, do you dare go for depth or as many areas of the field? Definitely some options with this pick. Do you take a skill player here or get yourself some help up front? What to do here? Build up the interior of your line or get that skill player to add another weapon? In these middle rounds, you have to start asking yourself, do you settle for what's available now or do you try and push your luck? Boy, you can't go wrong with anybody out of this group. Still a few holes on this roster and not a lot of time left to do anything about it. Boy, it's finger crossing time now. With the end in sight and a few more holes to fill, you gotta be hoping that there's still a gem or two that becomes available. These are tough decisions here. Offense or defense? Which side has the more pressing need? It's the age-old question on draft day. What's the bigger need, offense or defense? And these guys are going to get themselves a great player here, whether it's A, B, or C. Yeah, I think with that pick, you're just looking to build up your core. Get some guys in here that can help round out the roster.
Hard colder than Minnesota in October. Don't interrupt, darling. I'm in the zone. Why does everywhere I go just remind me of home? You know that state of go with the bed. Other places come close, but they don't compare.
Now I've been to New York, come on, Texas, yeah, Midwest, and it all reminds me of California. Cause there's no place like California. California, A-A-T-L-M-I-A-D-D-M-V. All reminds me of California. Cause there's no place like California. California,
California, no place like California. Fresh off a flight to Boston, got a BZ in Maryland that I pipe too often. Headed right to Austin, most likely flossing. Tight, exhausted, high as a forklift. Handful of goons out in Colorado. Any given afternoon, you can catch a hollow. Honestly, it's the same out in Richmond, Virginia or California. Either state you can get it. I done seen everywhere from Russia to Delaware. Trust me, I'm well aware. Barcelona to Bel Air, Petty to the Detroit. Don't tell him he saw her heaven.
Thank you, Larry. We welcome you to this Draft Champions contest. I'm Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis, ready to call the action. And let's get to it. Down to the field. It's time for kickoff. And it's the birth of a new club as we're underway in Draft Champions. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Thomas, the lone receiver, left. To throw is Fitzpatrick, finding time, being chased out left. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
The first carry now for Doug Martin, and he's going to be met at about the 43. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go. And ready for 3rd and 6.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. From the red zone now, Fitzpatrick can't find anyone open. That is caught at the 7. And eventually stopped just shy of the goal line right around the 2.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it. Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Dancing to his left. Now Fitzpatrick hit. It's out. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. He's at the 50. The 30. Past the 20. And this results in 6. Touchdown. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice for such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Give him 16 on the pickup, and it'll give the Titans a first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Now Fitzpatrick. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. Here's Fitzpatrick. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. Thomas, the lone receiver, left. Fitzpatrick now. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Fitzpatrick to throw it. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Henry Anderson in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Foles looking middle, and it's incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Here's Foles. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And they'll get 14 yards out of
How about this for a tough choice early on? Which direction they go here is going to say a lot about what this team wants to do.
I've been in New York, Texas, Midwest, and it all reminds me of California. Cause it's no
One thing this team's going to need is some leaders, and they've got one right here.
LMIADMV all reminds me of California. Cause it's no
Oh, no question that this guy's going to grade out as a huge impact over what was there before. Oh, no need to worry about this guy. Just plug him right into the starting role, and he'll be a massive upgrade.
I got some out in Dallas, now I'm smelling like LA. Left the kids on the belly.
Still some big holes remaining to be filled. Here's where you may have to go after a lower-rated player just to make sure you get coverage in all. One thing's for sure in this round, you're going to walk away, and there's a pick that does go hole, but I'm not sure that it's really going to be the one that improves the overall squad a tremendous amount.
It's more like Calistoga. It's hot. I pop me up.
Some tough choices coming up right about now. Do you go after the best available player? Excellent selection. Just what this team needs to maybe get him over the hump.
Go with the bed. Them other places come close, but they don't compare. I've been in New York, Midwest, and it all reminds me.
Boy, it's finger crossing time now. With the end in sight and a few more holes to fill, you've got to be hoping that there's still a gem or two that becomes available. And with time running short, you've got to hope some guys fall into your lap, or you could be left with some real holes on your roster. Where to now? Do you get yourself a big brute for the trenches? Or someone who can really help you out at the playmaking type spot? Both offensive and defensive options here. They might have to ask themselves which side of the ball needs more attention. This is a pretty telling pick here. Do you go for a big bruiser up front, or get yourself someone who could be a difference maker at a skill position? A bit of a dilemma with this threesome. Which side of the ball do you turn your focus to here?
He saw how heavily he balls. Every project, every seashore. And I ain't content trying to see more nomadic. I probably wind up alone. All it takes is a melody to remind me of home. I've been in New York, come on, Texas, yeah, Midwest, and it all reminds me of California. Cause there's no place like California. California, AATLMIADMV all reminds me of California. Cause there's no place like California. California, California, no place like California. C-A all day. C-A-D-M-V-N-I-A.
Hello, my name is Kamal. I am from the clouds. I'm a human now, but I used to be.
All right, Larry, thank you. It is indeed time for a draft champions matchup and what is set to be a great draft champions matchup. In the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis, and these guys should have a huge impact on the outcome of this game. They're ready to roll. We're ready to roll. Let's roll. And it's the birth of a new club as we're underway in draft champions. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Rivers now to throw on first down. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. Back near his goal line, Rivers. And his throw here is incomplete. Jason Witten, the intended target, and it's third down.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face, because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner. And usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away. A nickel set shown by the Titans on third down.
Thinking pass. To throw is Rivers. And the connection made to Terrell Pryor. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. They're indeed going for it. It's Rivers. And it is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. They go play action here on first down. Forced out to his left. Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's second down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
2nd and 10, Smith again. Looking for Decker, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brent Grimes. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
And we'll see what his offense can do. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Brown, the lone receiver, left. Rivers. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
NFL teams last year a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. He may try and run for this. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Randy Starks in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Here's Smith now on second down. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Julian Edelman, 25 yards for the touchdown. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. And the Titans getting set to go. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a simple.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Grady Jarrett in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Eric Decker was the intended receiver, and it's third down. So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
On fourth down, Colton Schmidt to punt it away. And how about this, a fake? And he's going to let it go deep. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Brent Grimes. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to bring up a third down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
A dime look defensively here for the Titans on third. Now Rivers. He gets it to Brown, complete. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Pryor has it complete. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Rivers now to throw on 1st down. And a hook up over the middle to Pryor. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Terrell Pryor, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Raiders move back within a couple of the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
I know it's still just the first half, but we'll see if that 2 points looms large later.
I would have kicked it. And I know that they were trying to equal the score, but sometimes you kind of get seduced into that. It's the first half. Kick the extra point and continue to play so you don't have to chase points later.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And with the new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And the play clock's running down. Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay. Following the penalty, Martin. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They come out here in the eye. 3rd and long, it's Smith. And he'll have his man, that's Edelman. And he's brought down after after a good gain. A really nice gain. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. First down, here's the run with Martin. Looking for a cutback. He's met at the line of scrimmage. Calais Campbell on the stop. So 2nd and 10 here. Crashing in from the end there, not to disrupt the pass game, but to disrupt the run game.
Yeah, I love the distinction, too, because the good defensive ends, they can do it all. Set the edge in the run game, make sure that no one can move it that way, and, of course, rush the passer. On that play, use his speed to get there in the run game.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And time for us to take a break here in the booth. We're back to Lambeau following these words. Now Martin. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. Just beating the play clock, Smith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking for Charles Clay as tight end, and it's 3rd down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And he's got his man. It's the tight end Clay.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
1st and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Doug Martin, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the fight. And it's intercepted. There he goes right side. He's at the 40, the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as head play backfires in a big way. And did the Titans get this? Yes, Tennessee football. Well, they just scored, they got the lead, and they decide to keep their foot on the accelerator, so to speak.
Scouting, scouting, scouting. They had to have seen something in their preparation for this game that told them in this situation, if they get the look they like, let's go ahead and go for it anyway. They like being bold.
Going deep now for Decker. And this is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Eric Decker, 51 yards. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. This will be caught at about the 5. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Franks now on to kick it away after the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. Fighting through. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. They get him that time thanks to the safety blitz as he sank for a loss of 4. So a defensive brain lapse there and an encroachment penalty.
Sometimes when you don't watch the football and make sure that it's snapped, you're watching the offensive player, and they can influence you occasionally and look like they're getting ready to move, and the officials don't detect it.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. And a long way to go for the offense here on second down. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that. Looking for his tight end, Witten, and it's intercepted. Picked off by T.J. McDonald. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. I'm ready now for 2nd and 9. Rivers. And this one complete to Witten over the middle. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. 5 yards to gain here on 3rd down. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in this.
And in the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Eric Decker, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. And mercifully, he'll go down. As that play was an utter mess. That might be kind. And the try for 2 unsuccessful. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. Rivers. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations. So he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make the...
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Michael Pruitt from a yard out. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a big-time mess on the return. He's out of bounds. He won't even get this back to the 5-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. They'll put it in the hands of Elman. And he is going to lose yardage here. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
As a defender, you're eager to be involved in every play. So when the action goes away from you, a lot of times you run after the ball. But in this case, what a terrific job by the defender staying home and taking care of his responsibilities.
He sets to fire deep. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Back to throw, Smith. He's going to take another shot here. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And how about this for a setup? The ball will go over on downs at the 1-yard line. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Shane Vereen taking it in. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did.
Fundamental football. Good blocking. Beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here on the return at his own 2-yard line. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play on 3rd down for the Titans. 55 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them. Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intent.
And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Linval Joseph in there to get him. 5. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay.
That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Sliding out of the pocket. My word, it'll be nothing short of a monstrous loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a second and about a mile here. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the 4th quarter. From the end zone, Smith shreds the tackle. He's going to let this one go deep. And got his man complete. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
He's going to let it go again. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
You can feel the anguish all the way up here. It certainly looked like he had that one in the end zone, open, unable to hold on to it.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Here's Colton Schmidt now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Here's Colton Schmidt now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Play clock winding down. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on third down. Rivers on first down. Over the middle here to Brown. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the fourth with the football. To the air again here, Rivers. Pryor has it complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Fresh set of downs here. They'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
He's back to throw. He's got time in the pocket. And that is incomplete here. Shane Vereen, the intended receiver there. Third down here. And the seemingly endless drive continues. They'll come out in the pistol. Back to throw. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass trick in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The man with over 1,000 catches, Jason Witten, the intended receiver. And now it's third down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. He'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Back to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown. And they're an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final minute.
And now we've got a tie game after that touchdown. And you and I both know what that means. Extra point in this situation, this little time left, takes on some extra emphasis, doesn't it?
It does indeed. Now inside the final minute, can they get it and hold on? So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. Eric Decker, the intended target, and it's third down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. Here we go on fourth. Smith backing up. He's going to go up top again. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They'll run. It's Marine. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And this one is right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So the home crowd here loves it. They get the field goal in the closing moments, and it looks like their guys are going to get out of here with the W.
And when that kick left his foot, you could hear a pin drop in here. There were about 70,000 folks with crossed fingers. And when that ball went through, start the celebration.
One last throw here for Smith. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete.